But looking at Gambit's positioning, they're essentially playing retake when it comes to A. They've got 2 players on long in the form of Hobbit and Shiro. Hobbit already dinked down, means that he has to play on the head glitch, and luckily will allow him to shut down Simple, with NaVi finding Bit on the cross, leaves NaVi in a 3-on-5, having gone to an afterplant. They are able to get control of short, giving them somewhere to run to, but with Axel responding onto Perfecto, Boomich and Electronic need these kills, they need them quick. The flank in mid is just destroyed by NaVi, leaving Boomich alone. NaVi goes huge, just 3k for him, and what a way to put us underway as Gambit go 1-0 up against NaVi.
Shiro up close with that MP9, tucked into Goose. He's got the M4 that'll take the longer range duels. I thought he was going to bait them in. Instead, he takes the fight from afar. The nades rain over. Hobbit doing all the damage. Shiro there to support. And it's an absolute shutdown, a bloodbath. NaVi can't even get close to their goal. And they don't find a single kill. Gambit, when you tag up all of your opponents, you can see 3 of them right now below that 70 points of health mark. Any one of these weapons are deadly with a headshot, and this crossfire on long might just shut it down.
Axel good for, he's not even good for what actually, is that trying to kill him. Shiro to trade. Shiro, a man who alone doesn't have too much teeth, but he's good at playing these crossfires. Hobbit though, now he is alone, but it doesn't matter. 2 kills as Bit and Perfecto line up, leaving Simple, the main man, to do the damage here. Boomich with only a Tech 9, unfortunately, is left alone. He tries to aggress to pick up Simple's AK. He's not even given the chance to do so.
That is just insane. NaVi finally with enough cash behind them to go for a full investment. Simple on that AWP, everyone else on the AK-47s. And it's got to bear some teeth. If it doesn't, then I really do fear for them. And my goodness, Axel, what a headshot to kick things off. He can't follow up. He does get traded, but Hobbit's there to support. And Gambit, they maintain this man advantage. They haven't teased anything towards this B site just yet. Smoke goes over. There's not much util left for them to work with. Couple of mollies. Flash goes at the back. Inter's not going to be affected by it at all on this close angle. They don't check for him. He doubles down for 2. And Simple now with the sniper about to peek in. Misses the shot. And Inter's is good for the triple. Proving that he's not asleep. He's here. He's awake. He's just waiting to pounce.
The smokes have gone down, but with no manpower behind it, it must surely make them think that actually this hit alludes to mid. With Boomer shutting down Inters, Hobbit has to go massive. NaVi ready to swing straight into him. Shiro with a fader smoker mid, caught out by Electronic anyway, and now Hobbit has to go huge. The split comes underway. The timing needs to be perfect though. Electronic, does he push preemptively? Yes, he does. And before the players are able to come out from tunnels, Hobbit's good for 1. Having tagged down Electronic though, it's not enough. NaVi, they finally break that dry spell. They finally put themselves on the board.
He's got by far the least amount of cash here on this side. They've still got enough cash behind them to go for a back-to-back buys. So they're not going to be two-phased just yet. If he stays quiet for long enough, they might not be expecting him to re-aggress. Perfecto as he works his way back into the tunnels. NaVi, not quite blessed by timing. But I don't think he was seen either. I think that was just a pre-fire from Perfecto. And as he re-swings, NaVi's good for another. And Gambit look like they might actually be able to recover off of their round loss.
You need to remember, there's only about 25 seconds left now. NaVi desperately need to get up from long. Hobbit, he's going to be holding ramp. He's got Hobbit through the smoke, who's shut down. Bit, Shiro, the man with the AWP holding ramp, sorry, has to really deliver. Electronic leg down instantly. Simple tries to deploy flashes to get him up ramp, but it's just not enough. Axel delivers the killing blow. Simple, realizing the predicament he's in, just goes, he holds onto that AWP, he hides, and NaVi, those 2 kills in B just force NaVi. Failure's been able to do so far. Once again, unable to find a kill. Gambit just don't peek into him. Instead, the contact is from NaVi onto Xbox. That's a really messy spray transfer. And with him falling, Boomich comes out on top. Hobbit now up on short, ready to peek into NaVi. Once his flashes go down, Boomich catches him out, gets the kill. 5-on-3. Shiro, what does he do next? With NaVi preparing for a hit straight into him.
As it looks like they're about to go for a B split. It's only Inters. Of course, he hasn't been all too challenged here so far this game. Now he's got opponents coming in from all angles. The molly, it clears his position. He's swung into the open. There's nothing he can do. Perfecto. He's able to finish him with the fire as Boomich applies the pressure. And Shiro, whilst he finds a flanker over towards that long side of things, is not going to make a huge amount of difference. It's going to be a very, very easy save call here for Gambit.
That economy from Gambit, now NaVi is starting to get some kills. We see it's taking a bit of a battering. They can invest. And it's Boomich plays those cross smokes in mid. NaVi realizing he's about to be called into action. There's a flash through the door. Boomich leaves discharge. Does he spot out NaVi? Yes, he does. There's the kill. There's the man advantage. Hobbit straight through the smoke. Instantly there's a trade. Doubles down onto Perfecto there with a great spray transfer, leaving NaVi with a minute to toy with, a chance to bomb it up short. Bits to lead discharge, Axel to deploy that molly to deter a plant, but Bits already found the kill, the equalizer. 3-on-3, Axel on longest location known, Simple, Orp posted straight on him, but Simple's got a plant. Axel awaiting a swing into him. He's awaiting the rotation of his teammates as well so he can coordinate this push. But with Simple on Gandalf, this can turn into a one-and-done position. While it might be something to hide behind, it can also turn into a trap. And Simple continues fighting long. He's just poking his head up, sees the top of the hat. He can't quite take it off, though. Bits certainly can. Kill onto Winters. Electronic for another. Axel to trade in the 1v3. Good for one. Jumps up. Simple finishes the job. For NaVi, that'll be 3 as they start building some momentum. Hobbit, as he hard clears mid, spots out Bits, taps him down. While it's very damn messy, with the assistance of NaVi, eventually he kills him. Showing himself in T-spawn means to NaVi, they've got only one choice but forward. There are the smokes, with only a single molly left. They desperately need it to work. Shiro actually smoked off by his teammate there. And for Inters, he gets ready to go straight through this. Simple, ready to lead this charge. Electronic and Shiro exchange blows, meaning Simple has to go huge. Perfecto means he doesn't have to. 2-on-2, Simple onto NaVi, leaves Hobbit alone. 1 versus 2 now, as he goes up from short. Simple hits the shot. And while Simple has had a quiet game, at least he's able to deliver when it matters. 7-4. NaVi, they've gone completely stone cold silence, waiting to see if Gambit chooses to aggress.
Inters the last line of defense here towards this B bomb site, but with Hobbit finding that kill, it puts the numbers in their favor. There's still mountains of pressure applied onto Inters here, and as he pokes his head up, he finds himself one, but knowing that Boomich has mid control, he needs to be wary. Apparently not. He still hits the heads, and he's still alive here to defend. It all comes down to Boomich, a 1-on-3, knows that Inters somewhere here on this bomb site, but as Inters times the peak to perfection, Boomich caught with his pants down and an aid in his hands.
And Bits, while he hasn't aggressed him yet, he's seen the backpack of Hobbit. He knows aggression's coming, and because of that, Hobbit has to pray he has the timing on Bit now, as he sees the hands, but Bits doesn't matter. Good for 1. Axel, he also falls as Bits good for 2. That opens up the A site, and Gambit, with Inters and Shiro, the last 2 players left standing, with no economy behind them. They may just have to save, but looking at Perfecto's position in tunnels, that may not even be given a chance for them.
When the barrel's spotted, Hobbit has an inherent advantage there with that fight. But somehow, Bit's just so quick to the trigger, the fastest in the West. And he's actually able to double down and cement this round here for NaVi. It will be 6 on the board for them as Gambit want nothing more to do with this one. And they're praying to just be left alone, sacrifice their lives to get rid of Shiro's AWP. They know how powerful he is with it. And they know that he's trapped on the B site. Big whiff there from Shiro, and I think that probably cost him his life. There we go. Bit comes in, 3rd of the round. Really clean stuff, and NaVi make it 6. Well, as soon as Gambit heard that distinctive noise of the auto sniper, they staggered their cross. It was perfect. It meant that they didn't take any damage, but it doesn't seem to matter. Simple, after not connecting anything, swaps back out to his AWP. Of course, they had the money to just waste away $5,000. And NaVi looking like they might be able to make this 7. Shiro, desperate to swing it back his way. He's the only man with the premium rifle, the M4 in hand. And as he aggresses towards short, his teammate Inters goes for an ill-advised peek. That's going to cost him his life. 5-on-2. NaVi haven't even had to apply any pressure yet. They've just taken mid-control. And it seems to have won them the round as it all falls onto Axel's shoulders. UMP in hand. 5 players to find. And there's no way it's happening.
Unfortunately, this isn't silver. And instead, with Axel alone in a 1v5, the molly lands right on him. He's killed a beautiful shot by Perfecto. What a way to end a half as NaVi out a really strong comeback there. Ooh. And it's only by a little, but it's still a favourment. And the fact that Gambit brought it to 8 on their CT side is actually pretty damn strong. You know what else is strong? That's Simple killing Hobbit. He's one of the only players who, one of the only other players who have utility. Bits on B single-handedly holds it with 2 quick kills. His teammates go for the flank. Boomich to lead that charge. Axel, while he eventually finishes the job, Boomich literally doesn't stop pressing W for that kill.
Despite the fact that Gambit should be on an eco here, they don't go for the SMG. They want to prioritize these rifles, and that means that it's going to be an absolute bloodbath here towards long. Boomich even swapping out to the USP. 3 kills for him. Simple there to support, and he's able to double down. As soon as those smokes go down, There's so much possibility. They could either push through the smoke, they could come on either side of it, but Electronic hitting that shot into the lower tunnels is massive. Simple will now deploy that smoke onto Catwalk. He'll try and go for the shots. Misses a bit of a routine one, but Electronic still firing away. Triples things up. Axel finally trades, but the man advantage goes to Navi's favor. Axel low on health. Shiro needs to go big here. He's just got no opportunity.
He's desperately looking for someone to fight, and while Axel, low HP, he's the only one who can bring this death. Perfecto tagged down by the scout. Perfecto finished off by Shiro. Now Shiro's getting his meat's worth. Simple through the box. It's the wall bang. Shiro the molly to deter any swing. He switches to the deagle, pushes into both members, and falls in the process. Gambit, they fall once again. He awaits a peek from one of these members. Either Electronic or Simple to get to Ambitious, then he drops into CT, clears what he can. However, he doesn't clear Perfecto, who's got the angle. Simple chimes in on NaVi, putting us into a 3-on-5. Perfecto jumps up, tries to do the damage he can, makes a bit of noise and goes back to hiding, but with only 2 flashes left. Now Gambit need their aim duels. Inter's good for 1. However, the bomb in mid, in no man's land. Shiro, AWP in hand, peeks on top mid, spots out the deagle of Boomich as he backs away. With 20 seconds left, Perfecto onto Inters, means Shiro has to save, and Navi, on their force spy, are able to claim victory.
But it's absolutely huge, and Shiro is looking to save this AWP. He finds the kill, but if they hunt any further, he might risk dying after time. I don't think anyone's close enough to him to be able to find him, so it will go 12-10, but it doesn't matter.
Really lost all the wind from their sails. They've been shaken, and with Boomich aggressing into top mid, Axel this time ready for it. Quick kill, and that push just does not work out. Gambit with 3 players in tunnels now, including the bomb, may consider just hitting to over on B. With Hobbit, spoiling the players on short as well, means that for now Bit has to be the one to go huge. Good for 1, unable to double down as Inters is the one to do just that. 4-on-2 now, and for Gambit, they get the site, they get the plant, and while Electronic tries to save, Max tries to prevent it. He's shown why he shouldn't get between Electronic and his objective.
But that was a must-win round for Gambit, and they pulled it off. They show that when it comes down to it, they're able to stay afloat, they're able to stay alive, and
Shiro posts on site. He realizes that he's being optimistic, thinking that Simple will peek him. Enters onto Electronic, though, provides that opening at long last, giving us a 3-on-3. But with, once again, the only map control they have is long, and yeah, Hobbit's making his way up short, but the man they've got to duel is Simple. And he's a scary player to fight, unless he's not facing you. Hobbit proves that for the kill, 3-on-2, cross smoke down, and Gambit might have been able to recover.
well, I'm not sure if that gap in the smoke was an accidental blessing or something deliberate, but it works out beautifully. Perfecto taking the duel with Hobbit. Hobbit's forced right away. Bit's able to find one, though. Almost doubles down, but only hits the dink. Shiro incredibly low on health. This is a very doable clutch for Perfecto, but he doesn't have any utility. With the AUG in hand, 2 players to find, and they're both hiding. They're cowering away. They know that they don't have to take the duel right now. They can just play for the time, and with the head angle secured, Shiro's able to hit the shot. It goes 12-12. There's no money here for NaVi.
He needs to be careful. He's not too slow. Perfecto, the Zeus, I know you love seeing these, Josh. However, it just missed. However, that being said, NaVi, they're already on the site. They've read it perfectly. They've rotated in time, and with Perfecto jumping, he shuts down Inters. 3-on-3, and these AKs are struggling to get to this site. Simple and Bit ring out kills, leaving it all onto Hobbits. And in a 1 versus 2, he's got to deploy Yuta where he can. There's the swing. Good for 1. 1v1 with Simple. Simple on the jump spot means Hobbit has to desperately try to reload in the corner. Tag down further. Simple. Can he finish the job? Continuing to just toy with his food. Jumping for the jump spot. Hobbits, he can't risk going for this bomb. And Simple falls to Hobbits. But for an eco, that was a lot of damage. He has to commit to this hit, and for Gambit, they may have just taken too long with this B hit. Look at the rotation of NaVi. Finally, we see the flashes. Finally, we see the push, but Bit's good for 1. He spray downs 2 with the flash as well. There's no trade from Gambit. Only limited utility means they just have to hold the angles. Into some Perfecto exchange blows, but Simple's there to assist them. Good for 2. It's all on Shiro. From the flank, Boomich delivers, and NaVi, they make it 13 with only 1 round separating them and Gambit.
And as the smoke starts to go down, that might be what we see. Of course, he's still got this one way, and it's oh so powerful. If they peek into this angle, he could be absolutely huge. And there we go. Spots out the head of Axel, strips it away from him. And with the man advantage, Perfecto on the other side of this smoke can double up. And NaVi, this could be 14.
You need to remember, though, Perfecto's the only man on this site, but it does not matter. Kill onto NaVi. Hobbit and Shiro trade into the 3-on-2. Hobbit, AK in hand, expects a flank in lower tunnels, and for good reason. Electronic leads that charge. He falls. Plant down. Shiro expecting to peek into it, but 10 seconds left. There's the push from Bit. It's all onto Hobbit now. 1 versus 2. Simple delivers. And NaVi at 14-14 have been able to equalise.
That's going to allow NaVi on to 15, and I tell you what, folks, we're playing for the OT at this point. Simple, hitting the opening shot, the smoke goes down. It's been a hell of a roller coaster so far for NaVi, but the roller coaster ride might be coming to an end as Shiro hits an incredible 1D. Gadink goes on to Electronic, and this is where it starts to get a little bit touch and go. If Gambit can get a bomb plant here, it would be huge for their money in the next, but it doesn't look like that'll be the case. It's absolutely shut down by Electronic, and it's a complete nade.
They seem to recover. They seem to leave themselves in a default, and with 2 players stacked up over on this B site, it's spotted out by Perfecto, a man who you cannot rule out yet. The mollies, it lands on the site. It doesn't land on Bits, though, as he's able to hold it. NaVi drops down. Perfecto good for 1. Bit to chime in. Hobbit, while it's messy, he's eventually able to trade, but Electronic and Bits, they deliver. And just like that, NaVi with the comeback take map 1. 16.
Roller coaster of affairs at the end.
Up long.